Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
You're at the NBA Finals playing solitaire. NBA Finals. That would be, if you caught me at a strip club playing solitaire, you would think I was gay and didn't like women. If I catch you at an NBA Finals playing solitaire, I think you're gay and don't like basketball. He's fraudulent. He's lying about his college basketball career. He's admitted he's lying about his college basketball career.
In this profession, I have whipped your ass. You can't touch me, bro. There's levels to this, and you ain't on it. Cam Newton, next time, my brother, because you know I love you. You gonna interview somebody and bring me up? Don't just sit there and let them talk shit.
Allow people to come on your platform and you control how it goes. Mm-hmm. You only can allow them to speak their truth, how they know their truth to be.
Mm-hmm. So this Stephen A. Smith, this Jason Whitlock, and Cam Newton trio of things that's been going on has been nothing short of entertaining, nothing short of funny, nothing short of real, one could say. Because there's a lot of truths between each of these parties and what they had to say. Now, I did cover the first initial interview, right, with Jason Whitlock when he was on 4th and 1 with Cam Newton. And I thought that the conversation they had was amazing. I thought it was healthy. I thought it's what this country needs. Some healthy dialogue, some opposing views, but doing it in a respectful way. I thought it was amazing. So I covered that, and then I got into Whitlock coming at Stephen A. Smith. So if you didn't hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say, if you didn't hear what Whitlock had to say initially on Cam's 4th and 1, that started this whole beef. Let's run it right now. Some of the clips between the back and forth between those two gentlemen.
You're at the NBA Finals playing solitaire. NBA Finals. That would be, if you caught me at a strip club playing solitaire, you would think I was gay and didn't like women. If I catch you at an NBA Finals playing solitaire, I think you're gay and don't like basketball. He's fraudulent. He's lying about his college basketball career. He's admitted he's lying about his college basketball career. And I knocked down 17 straight three-pointers, and they gave me a scholarship on the spot.
And I hit 17 straight.
17 threes?
17 straight three-pointers. I couldn't miss.
That's incredible.
And when I did that, he signed me to a scholarship on the spot.
That's incredible. You hit 7?
Back then, they're not giving out scholarships on the spot to anybody.
In this profession, I have whipped your ass. You can't touch me, bro. There's levels to this, and you ain't on it. I got up and walked around studio, not just to show off my suit and the relatively decent shape that I'm in, but because you never move from your seat, you don't want people to see you with your walrus-looking ass self. All you do is pop shit and talk about people. You stopped covering sports a long time ago. You just talk about people who cover it. Because it ensures that you don't have to go to games, you don't have to communicate with. You can't fuck with me, Jay. Not even a little bit. There's levels to this. And your ass is smaller than a cockroach compared to me. You're nothing. You are an expert troller. I'll give you that. And you can evoke emotional responses and conversations because you're willing to stoop to the lowest of the low by attacking people's loved ones in order to get them.
So as you can see, right, there's been a lot going on, and a lot that, for me, is somewhat seems theatrical, seems like it's some type of entertainment. But then I do think that Jason Whitlock does hate one Stephen A. Smith. Now, this back and forth is absolutely hilarious. But in everything that was said, what I want to cover today and what I think is important and what I think, to me, stood out the most about who is really benefiting from all this is one Cam Newton. So as y'all may have seen and may have not seen, let me run a clip of what Cam Newton had to say, right, when it comes to Stephen A. Smith calling him out.
Cam Newton, next time, my brother, because you know I love you. You gonna interview somebody and bring me up? Don't just sit there and let them talk shit. Ask questions. Let them prove it. I'm a fraud? How? What facts do you have? I'm sitting there doing an interview with Glenn Bessinger the other day, and I talked about how growing up as a teenager, I saw a few people get murdered. Not like literally, oh, I mean, you hear gunshots, oh shit, you turn around and somebody's gone. I'm lying about that according to Jason Whitlock, like he was in Hollis, Queens, New York 40 plus years ago.
Did you allow Jason to come on and have so much strong opinion about Stephen A? Why? Is because it happened to Carmelo when Stephen A went and talked about LeBron.
That is true.
You cannot allow people to come on your platform and you control how it goes. You only can allow them to speak their truth, how they know their truth to be. And if you don't know, you can respectfully say, hey, I don't know if this is true or not. So when Stephen A says you didn't hammer down on the question, I didn't know that it was a lie.
Yeah.
I'm going off of what he's saying.
Yeah. You know him as a person.
I didn't know. Let me say it like this. I didn't know it was a lie, and I didn't know if it was the truth of what you've known. But you allow people to speak their piece, not controlling what they say.
And the biggest thing that you can do now
With Stephen A.
Yeah.
I had no problem with how he handled this situation.
Yeah.
He handled it, and this is the strategy now. Hold on. Because I don't think a lot of people understood the brilliance of Stephen A. Smith, right? Stephen A. Smith understands the value of attention and garnering attention. Ask me the question, why, Peggy?
Why?
What did Stephen A. Smith do earlier that day?
He leaked the video saying I'm about to get back at him.
But did he do it on First Take?
No, he did it on his own platform.
He used First Take's platform to say, hey, I know what y'all waiting on.
But he did too. He went on Twitter, X, and then he did it on First Take.
Stay with me.
Okay.
He's putting on a masterclass, ladies and gentlemen, of how to leverage and to garner attention.
Cam understands the game. Cam's a smart guy. So he's saying it's like you decided to go on your platform and address it. You didn't use First Take to do it. You did it on your platform. But you use First Take to leverage the attention that will send to your platform on your own. Cam Newton is an MVP quarterback. Super Bowl, went to Super Bowl, didn't win, but he's an MVP caliber quarterback. One of the best quarterbacks that I've seen. This man sees the landscape of podcasting, of content creation, and he says, wait, Stephen A. Smith, let me just riddle this to you. You want me to confront a guy, you want me to say X, Y, and Z about a guy because of our relationship. I, as a professional, have my own platform. If I allow a guest to be on my platform, I'm allowing them to speak freely. I'm allowing them to speak their piece, one might say, right? But I'm looking at a guy like McAfee. The guy's on ESPN rumored a $100 million deal from his own platform. He was a punter. Pro Bowl for 2 seasons, I believe. But nonetheless, he wasn't an MVP, and it's not a shot at Pat. But Cam Newton has a bigger following as far as being a player, right? An MVP, the Superman, like he just had a little bit more of a fan base. And he's like, listen, if I gotta build my own platform, I have to utilize my own platform to engage an audience. I can't do that just by going on ESPN First Take. So just like you went on platforms to address beef with somebody who was a mutual friendship between two people, just like Cam has now probably a mutual friendship between Whitlock and Stephen A. Now he has a chance to go on Melo's podcast, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, and talk about what was going on with LeBron. It's a similar situation. But Cam is smart enough to know, I can't do this on my own. I can't do this just by being on First Take. It's not going to make my own platform and get my own podcast and get my own sponsors and get my own thing going. I'm not your puppet, Stephen A. Smith. If I'm Cam, I'm looking at it that way. I'm saying, listen, you can't tell me how I should have a guest on my own podcast, how I should talk to my guests or what I should say. I think a sit down could happen between Stephen A. Smith, Whitlock, and maybe have Cam as a moderator and a mediator and a guy between the both of them. And I think that right there sells. I think that right there could be something that, that really does numbers. But these are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think down below. My name's Tyler. It's Tyler Rose TV. I'm see y'all. Peace.